Whale 5 summons in. Here we are with Miss Hubble. So yeah, we just got her, and I'm super happy. So let's go get right into this video. Alright guys, legends, we are back. Scion, of course. This video is sponsored by Bluestacks. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring the video. And if you would like to play the game on Bluestacks and support the video and the content a little bit, click that link in the description, download Bluestacks and play it on Bluestacks. So with that said, what we are going to be doing is we're going to talk about how to start strong and pretty much the gaming loop. Now, the gaming loop in this game is actually really easy. It's really not hard, and you literally do the same thing all through the game. Now, you do other things that are going to be added on to that, but for the most part, I literally did the same thing all the way to end game as far as the gaming loop. Now, what ends up happening is you're going to go through stages. We're going to try to do this as quickly as possible as far as explaining. So you see, basically we have standard right here, and then you have dark realm. Now what you can do is you can progress through standard, and then when you unlock dark realm, you can head down and do dark realm. You're going to be able to essentially do stage 1 and stage 2 in dark realm, then get to stage 3. You're going to notice that stage 3 is going to need you to be at 3,600. Now I would suggest you hold off on that, because at base with your team, you're probably going to be around that, and this is going to scale to like 15k basically by the end of it. And if you don't have it's just not worth doing. It's a headache, and that's just my opinion. You could pull it off, but it's going to take a few tries, and it's just not worth doing. Just come back after stage 2, to be honest with you. So what you would do is, once you get to this point and you just knock out that, because this is a free 200 currency right there just for doing that, you head back to standard, and then you head to 112. Now before that, this game's stamina is keys, and a thing that could help you in the beginning of the game is actually re-roll into the perfect thing that you want to actually do. Now, me personally, I did not re-roll, because I knew that I can actually get one character off the bat that can carry, which is V. V literally can carry until like chapter 3 by herself. I'm not kidding. Like, by herself, she could do it. But if you get Hubble along with V, you can just carry the whole rest of the game at base. Notice what I'm saying. Those characters, without ever getting another dupe on them, either one, both of them together can carry you all the way through to all of the content. Basically, those two characters. That's it. There's only just those two characters. You could put whoever else or whatever else you want to do surrounding them, but those two characters, that 1-2 punch, death. Like, death for everything. And then especially if you roguelite build with those two characters, death to everything that even tries to oppose you at that point, which is great. Which means that you can come up with some very nice builds and support them in every way, shape, and possible, and make things even better. What you want to do from that point and how you want to do it is up to you. There's, whatever you want to do at that point. But that's the beauty of it, is so much flexibility outside of that. Now, you don't necessarily have to do that. I'm just telling you the easiest way to do it, which is probably the meta way to do it, which, I don't know what else to say. Like, when something just works, I'm going to be real with you, and it just works. It works. So, the gaming loop outside of that is, you want to make sure that you are going along with the expansion project, because what that's going to do is you see this has stamina right here. This is your stamina, again, the keys and everything else. And it also has summons, and there's no reason not to do this. This basically just follows along with what you're doing in the game. When you naturally are progressing in the game, you're going to do all of this stuff right here. So just pay attention to it, go into it, knock it out. Same thing with the cognitive improvement. This is basically just doing things in the game as well, and unlocking different things. And then on the right hand side, you're going to see a bunch of currency that you can actually get if you want to actually spend on it. The only thing that I have gotten right now is the $4.99 monthly pack, and that's usually what I always do in games. You guys are used to that. And then over here you have the days. Now, what sucked, I was gonna point this out, but they did it so weird that they launched like 2 or 3 hours before the refresh, because it went like what, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And it had a good and a bad thing with this, because what that allowed us to do is, because everybody who was up at that particular point in time, which people are probably not going to be happy about what I'm about to say, but it's the truth, we got to actually do the 2-time drop on potential training. So you see the guard is today on Monday, but Sunday had all of these up, and you see I have claimed already on all this, and it was double drop. So when I got the double drop, I got the double drop 20 instead of 10. So, you know, like that sucks a little bit, that, you know, that the launch was actually, you know, for 3 or 4 hours. Most people wasn't even going to be up for that, but that's a good jump, because what that allowed you to actually do as far as dolls is, you see all my characters that I am using are level 20, including the backup character, which is Fresnel, are all level 20 right now, which makes things a whole lot easier for you going through stage content, because you can't break out of level 20 until stage 2-7, I believe. Let's double check that. Yep. I think they're all 2-7. So 2-7, yeah, they get to 2-7, which is, like, if I wanted to do it right now, it's a half hour from now, a half hour, maybe hour from now to actually do that. So it's just good for right now as far as doing all the content. And like I said, with Dark Realm doing 1-1 and 1-2 to get that 200 currency plus the unlocks. And going all the way through up until 2-7, basically with over 20 characters. They're not going to get any stronger than that. And then what ends up happening is you start to unlock other little small things along that way and push forward. And that's the loop. That's basically the game loop right there. Once you get to 2-7, then you can start to unlock all the characters up, and then you can get to what is it, 30 or level 30 or 40. I'm forgetting right now, but level 30 or 40. And then after that, what ends up happening is now you're gonna need 2 things. You're gonna need to resource collect your dig coin, which is what DGC is right here. And again, you get to unlock this. You see now you get the 2-7 over here for that too, and the same thing with the EXP. The cool thing is once you do it once, you can hit auto battle, and then most of the time these stages are pretty easy to begin with anyway. So you don't really need to have to worry about it. You can just hit auto battle and go get some coffee or something, come back, and you got your dig coin and your EXP, and you're good to go. So yeah, and then you turn around. This is just my advice. You don't have to do it. You can call yourself like a hipster or whatever else and just keep trying to push through and barely make like the power minimum requirement, all that type of stuff. But I ain't got time for all that. So what I do is once I get to 2-7, I stop and head over here and then make sure that I got all my characters limit broken to the next spot, which is why you should focus on just the 5 characters you're using, and then bring up whatever backup characters you want to come with after the fact on that. That's why it's good in the beginning just to re-roll into, like, if you're using VO Hubble or whoever you want, if you're using the Aki or wherever else, whatever you want to do at that point, you can just, go ahead but as long as you keep yourself focused around those characters once you start getting to the second limit break, because that is going to cost you a lot of stamina, aka keys, and you're not going to be able to do much else beyond that for like half a day or something until you just like refresh into it. Or if you want to use your currency, you can actually do that too. Me personally, like I said, I am going until I can unlock auto, and then I stop from that point once I unlock auto and go sit down somewhere, which I believe is in stage 3. So, or 4, whichever one it is, I'm going to that, which is why I stopped summoning. Now, I do have one here, and I'm just gonna do it now, just because. Yeah, we'll do that. See if we get a Hubble dupe, but this is all I'm gonna do for right now. we already got one Hubble dupe, so if it happens again, I won't be shocked. 2? Aw. Rip. Now, if it was just 2, that means it would have been another one on the outside, but I knew that wasn't going to happen again. And I hit skip. Horizons are fun unit. Now we go. Yep. And then we get the achievement for that as well. 2 new characters. That's fine. You'll also notice, like I showed you guys before in the previous video, that when I got Hubble, it reset it all over again. The cool thing, though, is that every 60, you're going to get a 3-star character. Pretty much regardless. Like, if you're just bad luck, it's going to be a 3-star character, but majority of the time it's going to be whatever the banner character is, as long as you're in the banner summon. Now, you also have the special search right here where you want to actually spend money and get 10 searches where you can dedicate, which, if you're going to spend money, this is really good because Nanaka's right there looking at you, her pretty self right there, her broke ass kit. So so yeah, and the same thing with Aki. And I wouldn't do this and go after Hubble if we're being real, that because she have a banner. Same thing with Aki though. But the main thing that is interesting in that is that Nanaka's in there, and you can't directly go for her right now. She's just like a random thing that you can actually go after. So there's that. Alrighty, so let's do it to it. So here's the team. We're using just the stuff that they gave us along with Hubble and a V, because that is all we need. And you see I'm well above the recommended and well above the backup recommended as well. Alright, so going into your stages, here is the thing that will help you through majority of the stuff in the game. Add reinforcement doll to the team. Already have my limit. Yeah, I don't need you. So the very first thing I do in the beginning, especially being that I'm overcapped right now, the game is, by the time you get all the way down to the endless mode all the way over there, the game catches up to you in power. So what I do, just let them rock through, because between V and Hubble, they're just gonna shoot everything. So all right, so for very first thing, Medic's Grand Ally, that's perfect. Go ahead in. So straight to conflict zone. And because I'm overcapped already on, like, you know, on power, it's not gonna do much to me. And I'm automatically gonna get a really good perk off the bat. So specialist, debuff. My specialist right now is like, Willow is just there. I kind of don't care what the heck Willow does right now. But let's do this because that's useful. Eventually, I'm going to replace Willow with like anybody else. Eventually. Hopefully, somebody, yeah, that's fine. Hopefully somebody that is going to be a buffer. So when you get to health and you're already at full health, always upgrade function, because that'll allow you to go ahead and then upgrade the thing that will benefit you the most. Let's do that. Again, back to conflict zone. And notice, like, I don't have to use any of my my special stuff, no tactical skills, because we already went in and, you know, pretty much started strong and limit broke everything. So all right, medics up there, auto skill recharge, that's fine. The shield, let's do that. Again, conflict zone, because we're trying to build up perks. And if it, like, to the point of us being in trouble, which is not going to be, because every time the medic, you see that bubble that she had. But both the medic and the support character can give bubble shields, so it doesn't really matter. This is an upgrade. Warriors release battle cry before auto skill. Yeah, let's do that. Again, conflict zone again. Technically, this is making this game look like an idle game right now. It's not even an idle game, but because we're doing this, it's very simple. And granted, you literally could do this all the way through the rest of the game. What ends up happening is you start getting more detrimental things happening to you that you need to counter those things, and that makes you have to counter in the roguelite section. Like if you get something like a debuff like on your tank or your DPS or something like that, that's where the game starts changing up on you. All right, so let's give V. Yeah, let's give V some power, and that rose stuff up again. So we're just gonna go into upgrade function again, and we're gonna help V again. I don't really have to worry about this guy because he's gonna die as soon as the shield is over. Well, girl. She's annoying. Alright, so now we have a gold stuff. Now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna help V again because that's gonna give her bleed. So now she's gonna be ranged melee bleeding people. When they made this character, I'm pretty sure they was like, this is gonna be really cool, not understanding what exactly they were doing, but okay. There's nothing else to do here. You notice that we have 14 now, so we're just building stacks now. It's just all right. Hey, keep giving V stuff. I don't mind. Now we want to give a Hubble stuff too. They're not giving me anything for Hubble though. All right, there we go. Next shot, snipers will perform any skill target the lowest. Sure. Okay, here again, upgrade function. And that right on cue, giving stuff to Hubble now. Now my two main DPSs are. Look at V. Alrighty, and lifesteal, why not? Back to conflict zone. And if anything is troublesome, which I don't think so, because we got so much sustain going on right now, it's just wow. Whatever that enemy was, it got mopped. Alright, when first time all the enemies are stunned. That's great. That's CC. I like that. That also works when I blow up something with V or Hubble's special. I don't think I'm gonna need to do that here though. Yep. Alright, all long range units have their crit rate increased by 5%. I mean, that's crazy. Alright, upgrade function again. Maybe Swiss Strike? No, let's do this one. That hits everybody. Level 6 enemy. Oh, I'm 100% Hubble blasting you. Let's see, is he gonna even get the, yeah, he did. I'm about to say, he almost died. Well, we ate, I keep calling it a he as a girl. We ate all of her 100% heal shield. It got wrecked. Alright, same thing again. Same thing again. Go ahead to heal. We're gonna eat all of it. No, you're not. Bye bye. GG's. GG's. There we go, next section. Now for endless exploration, you kind of essentially do the same thing. You just basically do the same thing and try to get yourself through as far as you can and just get like a really good build, like a really crazy build, and do what you can to get that build. Now you can also start, you know, wherever you feel that you can do and get to. Like, say if I want to do this, and of course unlock for endless successful uncleared stages grant first bonus is continue challenging this. Actually no, let me just do that. Looking at the teams that they did that with, it's always good to look at it. I'd say somebody was clearing with a level 1 character. You doing too much. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys in this video. Hopefully this helps out. Like I said, I've gone all the way to the end doing this stuff, and you guys know I have the press account. I won't be using the press account though. I could, but the problem with that is that it spoilers too much. I already see what's going to happen now with that account. I have full access to it, everything else like that, and I'm grateful for everything like that. I'm going to use it as reference, but I'm going to be playing on like normally like with everybody else, because it's going to spoiler the hell out of me and I'll just end up bored. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.